Hey y'all, it's Boba Moon Tarot and you are watching my channel. Today we're doing a read on the lovely Taurus, the Bull Gang. And if you see a little smoke, it's because I'm manifesting good energy, positive energy, and intuition. So I got my incense going. So don't mind the smoke, okay? I ain't smoking nothing but pure good energy. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. Oh my gosh, I hope y'all's week is going well. We are in October already. So yes, we're going to be doing the October 2025 reading just for you. So let's go ahead and manifest and get into the reading. What's going on for Taurus in 2025 October? What's going on for the Taurus, the Bull Gang? Okay, the hard-headed. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all know y'all hard-headed. What's going on for my Taurus, the lovely bulls? What's going on for Taurus in 2025 October 2025 for the Taurus? What's going on for Taurus? Okay, so you're going through it's so crazy. I don't know. Okay, so Taurus is a sister sign of Scorpio, right? Scorpio are these supposed dark energy, transformation-ridden people. So technically, you know, if you say the opposite of, you know, a Scorpio will be a Taurus. So same energy, but maybe more of it seen as more light, but not necessarily. You do go through transformation as well, because whatever your sister go through, usually you go through too. You know what I'm saying? In a different way, but very similar themes. So as Scorpio, Taurus, you as well are going through some type of upheaval, some type of change. It could be abrupt change. It could be change you've seen over time that's finally manifesting into its wholeness, right? But there's something going on. It could also not necessarily an argument, but maybe an argument came to a head and everything's either chaotic, it's like changing your mind about something, it's changing your feelings about something, completely wiping out what was, and now it's a new energy that's coming in that is shaking the table. You know, it's like you see all these people falling off. This is the Rapunzel story, right? So, you know, at the end of the Rapunzel story, the tower had to come down. A lot of change happened. So let's manifest and clarify the tower. What is the tower going on for the Taurus, and what's going on for October? What does this mean for the Taurus October for the tower? Let's clarify the tower card and see what is the energy. What? Okay, this one wants to come up. Come on. So I believe you're getting over some type of betrayal. And maybe that's why change is happening, because maybe you're finally being able to move on from this hurt that you were feeling with this partner. It doesn't have to be a partner. It could be a change in career. It could be change in family dynamic. It could be a change in money. It could be change in a lot of different ways. But for now, let's stick to what I have manifested, and it's a relationship read, right? But let's keep in mind, it could be the other areas as well. Yeah, so your disappointment is now being a little bit lifted, and you're being a little bit more on the positive side of things. Still hurt, still feeling like there might be a person that feels very dictative, authority figure. Like, I think this is either Amun-Ra or one of the Egyptian gods that's harsh and just crazy and evil and like not nice. Don't forget, this could be you as well. So maybe you're not being nice, but I believe that now you're trying to move on from this and somehow patch up those wounds. So whatever caused this has happened. They're two and two together, like they go hand in hand. But this is just clarifying that this is the reason why this tower moment happened. So maybe you moved on from the situation, or trying to move on from this chaotic energy. You are trying to find justice or peace in the situation. And if somebody has done you wrong, you're finding ways to hold them accountable. Okay, clock that. You're holding them accountable. You're like, enough is enough. I'm done. Your abuse is over. You're not doing this to me anymore. I'm done. So you could be getting away from the situation or choosing to walk away from the situation. And maybe that's the justice. You feel like you stood your ground. Stand on business. That's what I'm talking about. Let us see what other information that we need from the Five of Swords and the Tower card going on for the Taurus. See, there's too many cards going out. Taurus 2025 in October. The Five of Swords and the Tower. Why and what? What's going on? Well, what's going to happen, right? What's coming up? What's the resolution? That's how I feel. Resolution oriented. Yeah. Your stubbornness probably kept you in a situation longer than you should have. And you finally said enough is enough is what I'm getting. Uh-oh. That's what I'm saying. You're tired. You don't feel... I think in certain situations, certain times, let's say certain times in the situation. You felt tired, you didn't feel motivated, you felt very down on yourself, you didn't feel optimistic, you didn't feel like you could keep, it's like too much on your plate. You have too much on your plate and you don't feel like keep going. You want to kind of almost revert into solace, right? Or be in solitude. And you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed by the situation and you want to give up. That's why these cards are coming out like this. You're just giving up. You're over the connection. You're over the situation. You're over the toxicity. You're over the energy. Is just not giving anymore, right? So what's the final outcome for Taurus on October 2025? And maybe also clarify the 7 of Wands. Okay. Okay, 8 of Coins, reverse. You feel like it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. You're hurting more than you're progressing, or finding peace or finding healing, and you don't feel like you're finding it, and you don't feel like it's worth the fight. It's like this card, you're untangling all these webs and trying to get everything in line, and it doesn't feel like it's worth the struggle. Not good for you anymore. It probably never was, to be honest, but I think you're realizing and like manifesting better energy, and because you manifested, now the picture is being painted exactly what it is. You're not sugarcoating, nothing's being sugarcoated. You're seeing everything for what it is, and you're like, I'm done. Basically, I think you're done with this connection. Whether you stay or not, you're still your heart has decided it's done loving, giving, and accepting the way you were before. So what's the final outcome for my Taurus? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You don't feel like you're moving forward at all. There's a little bit of stagnancy, right? There's no adventure. You don't want to do nothing. You're very sad about this situation. You're very down and not optimistic at all. All these cards are dang near saying the same thing in reverse. It's really sad. Where you will have usually movement, and you will be determined to work through this connection or situation. You are literally, this reading is about pulling back from all of that. You're done. I think I'm on point with that. Bluntness, defensiveness, slowness, and all talk. It's not that you're pulling back from expressing how you feel about this. You're expressing that you don't want to move forward with this, right? You're very outward with that. But you also want to recede in your own energy and just like take some time to heal from the situation. That's what I'm getting from it. Like, you're over the situation. And let's see what's on bottom. No adventure! That's crazy. I'm so happy. I think you are so ready for a new adventure. This situation's done and dead, right? But you have a new adventure and new ideas and new thoughts and new opportunities coming towards you. I believe after you get over the what is it? The sulking or the feeling like down on yourself. There's light at the end of the tunnel, basically. You're going to find a new opportunity, a new hobby, a new, way to make money, a new partner, right? Somebody new. Sometimes out with the old and with the new. But whatever it is, it's going to make you a lot more happy, bring you a lot more opportunities. You're very much optimistic, more optimistic than you were with these cards. This one situation, I think it's just one person, one situation, a specific person, and you know exactly who it is that you need to move on from. You've made that decision, and now you're deciding after I think the storm is calming now, because you already in your mind, you're trying to figure out ways to get out of the storm, but the storm's still calming. It's still going on, right? The storm is still going, but it's not as active as it was when the tower was happening. It was like full throttle. I'm in danger. I think you're slowly getting out, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and now you know that this is like somewhere you don't need to be or want to be. And so you're focusing on self, and you're going to do things that only please you and make you happy, right? You like adventure, you like new opportunities, you're foodies, you like interaction with people, you're a Taurus, you're a lover, you do like to do your own thing, right? You don't have to be bothered by others to be happy. But I think that the new opportunities coming, you're open to, community and, putting yourself out there and doing things that you actually like to do, rather than staying in this connection. It's all you focus on. You don't focus on self. So I hope this reading hit for my Taurus gang. I hope things get better. I have a feeling that they will with this new beautiful energy. And I hope you guys really manifest a better opportunity and better relationship and get yourself out of that. It's like a spider web. Once you get stuck, you can't get out, but that's not true. You can always make your way out of a situation if you sit there and think. I think there's this time to go on with self, figure out what you exactly want to do, what makes you happy, and then move on from there. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget, we are doing 1-question readings. If you comment your question down below, I will include it in the next reading. Until next time, bye.